You're sideways now, man. There you go. Hey, we're here with Andre, and we just wanted to go over. He's got about over $90,000 in wholesale fees about to close in the next 4 weeks. One of them is going to be probably in a couple months because we're waiting for tenants to get out. And
hmm
so we just wanted to go over, man, how do you do it? Where'd you find the leads? How did you? First of all, you need to find the leads. So first thing and foremost is like,
hmm
how did you even find these leads? What'd you do? What was your strategies, that you used?
Yeah, first let me say appreciate you for having me back on your program here. I know I was on here earlier this year for some deals that we closed, but lately everything's been running pretty smoothly. So I appreciate all your help. Pretty much with this system, I've pretty much been using this couple of things. X leads for one. I've been sending out campaign messages with X leads. Also, one of the first strategies I
When
used in the beginning
you
was
say campaign, do you mean like just texting or calling, or what kind of
Mhm.
campaign?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been sending out SMS campaigns. So you at least the goal is for me to at least send out anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000 text messages a month doing my campaigns. And I pretty much set up my system pretty much Monday through Friday, anywhere from 9 to 6, where I'm sending out SMS messages all day. I was actually doing 7 days a week, but it's just me. So I found it was getting to the point where it was getting overwhelming, and then I kind of wanted to, spend Sunday time, with my wife and family as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you doing just the SMS only or doing other things with it?
No, so let me back up with the SMS campaigns. That's how we got the Florida deal. So what I have done is created what I call a lifestyle business. A
Yeah.
lifestyle business allows me to travel and take vacations and still work. So the Florida deal
I
that
like
we
that.
got, yeah, so yeah, so the Florida deal that we got, I was actually on vacation in Gulf Shores for a month, me and the wife, and Pensacola,
Uh-huh.
Florida is just an hour away. So what I did, I said, well, let me run a campaign in Pensacola, Florida, and Foley,
Oh yeah.
Alabama, and that's how I was able to get that Florida deal in actually 1 week of time. Actually, I think I had that Florida deal before we actually made it to Gulf Shores. I just set it up
Nice.
to
And
start. Yeah. hmm
and you actually went to the house too, right?
Yeah, I was able to go to the house as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we went to the house and took pictures, met the owner and stuff like that. So that's how I did that deal.
Awesome. So you're not cold calling, you're just doing SMS, and that way, you just do a campaign and then you just log in whenever you got time and you get back to people when you on your time, not their time, right?
Yeah, so pretty much the SMS campaign, thank God for AI, pretty much schedule my appointments. A lot of time I got the lead connector, so I'm monitoring the conversation between the AI bot and the sellers and stuff like that. If I feel it's something that I need to jump on, I'll stop the AI bot from talking, and then I'll
Uh-huh.
jump on a call and I'll call them up immediately. Yes,
So you got the AI scheduling offers for you on your
yeah, I
cat.
trained the AI to schedule the offers and stuff for me. Yep.
That's awesome, man. And
So that's how.
what list exactly are you hitting? Like, is it the tax delinquent or pre-foreclosure, probates?
Yeah, for the most part, I know a lot of people they reach out to board and absentees and stuff like that. Me personally, I haven't really had success with those type of leads, so I'm more so targeting motivated sellers, tax delinquent, like you said, foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, vacancies, probate. I'm even targeting expired, canceled, and withdrawn leads as well.
Nice. So those are your main ones, tax delinquent,
hmm
probate, pre-foreclosure, and expired.
Yes, and then I'm making sure that from experience, you definitely want to make sure that the county has 100,000 or more because we have had deals that didn't go through, but the population is small as well.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome, man. So you I think how many deals do we have like scheduled to close? What, five or
On the
six?
board now, we got total 7 deals right now. Out of seven, I think five of them are scheduled to close. The only ones that's not scheduled to close are the ones we actually got listed, and that's the benefits of being a real estate agent as well. Because if we can't wholesale a deal, we can list them as well.
Yeah, awesome, man. So you have over 90,000 in wholesale fees about to close.
hmm
Um, that's awesome, man. So you just got to keep up the pipeline because when these deals close, you make your 10 grand or whatever, and then you got to fill up the next one. So keep it going. You know what I mean? So it's better
Yeah,
monthly, instead of one good month and then you have bad months.
yeah, and that's what people have to learn when you're doing this here, because every deal is not going to go through. So I hear a lot of real estate agents, they complain about their deals are not going through. Well, I look at it like this: for every deal, you at least want to have at least three other deals, because just in case one failed, you still got two or three other deals that you're banking on to close.
Exactly.
And that's the downside. Sometimes some deals won't go through. Sometimes you are projected to think you're going to make about 15,000 or 20,000, and your buyers may come in less than that. And so a lot of times, yeah, I want to make that 7,000 or 15,000, but I have learned to understand that ultimately it's about the seller, making sure that I sell these sellers properties and then I can get them offload them pretty quickly. So it's sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but a month of $7,000 or $5,000 is what most people don't even make in a month on their regular jobs.
Exactly. Is there any other ways you're getting leads? Like these leads are
Hmm.
any other channels you're using?
Yeah, so the South Holland deal that we got, I did the first thing I did when I started wholesaling real estate. When me and you first started, I went through my cell phone, like any owners I knew, any business owners I knew, any landlords, and I sent out a text message, and that's how I got the deal that we had in Calumet City. The good thing about Calumet City, we had already closed the guy, and our first deal was on Peterson in Calumet City.
Yeah.
And 6 months later, I just sent out text messages and stuff like that. And he responded back, yeah, I got another property that I got for sale that has been on the market for a few months now. So I said, hey,
That's
well,
all.
you know how me and Russell do it. We can get it done and stuff like that. And the problem
Yeah.
was they had it priced too high. The realtor had
Uh-huh.
it priced too high. And so what we was able to do to get to talk him and his wife down to a lower price. And we actually had that one. So I think it took about 3 days before we had a buyer for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's how I got that one.
So
The South, yeah, go ahead.
so this lead came from the people you already knew that you just contacted, like people already in your phone
Yeah,
book?
these are people that I followed up in my phone book, and stuff like that. So every 6 months, I'm going to reach out to a lot of those owners and sellers just to see, because you never know what may come along.
So exactly what I've been telling everyone, like, your network is going to be, eventually you're going to get most of your deals from people that already know you because when
Mm,
you're new, that doesn't happen. But when you're in the business for years and years and years, eventually, you're just going to get people sending you deal after deal after
mm,
deal. They know your reputation. They know
yeah.
you do good
Mm-hmm.
business. And then I also teach like, man, that's probably like the number one list is like everyone like just contact everyone let them know what you do all the time. And
Yeah.
then you're doing exactly what I preach is like tax delinquent list, pre-foreclosure, probate,
Mm-hmm.
expired listing, and then your network. Like those four things alone are is all you need. Like,
Yes.
okay, let me contact everyone I know, let them know what I do, and let me contact every single tax delinquent, pre-foreclosure, probate, expired listing
Mm-hmm.
in that area. Are you doing vacant homes
Yeah.
too or no?
Yeah, I'm doing vacant
Vacant?
homes as well. Uh-huh. And just to piggyback off what you said, the South Holland deal, that was in my contacts as well. And we had given him an offer about two months ago, and he rejected it. And ironically, when I got to Gulf Shores and got to working, he texted me and said, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and sell those two properties you gave me the price on." And
Exactly.
so that's how that one came about, because just give them an offer. I'm at the point now, if I'm reaching out to people 3 or 4 times, they're not responding to emails and text messages, I just send them an offer just for the heck of it. I just go in and send them an offer. And then you never
Yeah,
know, months later, whatever, they may end up responding back. So that's how I end up getting that one. He followed back up 2 months later, and that's how we getting ready to close on those two.
exactly. Yeah, and then follow up is the key, right? Like if you just make the
Mm,
offer and then you never follow up, it's like you just wasted your
yeah.
time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Follow up is 80, 90% of your business.
exactly.
If you're not
So
following up, you don't have a business. You might as well just pack it up and give up.
exactly. Yeah, awesome, man. And your follow-up list is getting bigger and bigger every single day, right? Like because you keep making
Mhm.
offers, keep adding them to the follow-up. So now
Yeah,
you
I'm
see
getting kind of.
the momentum start happening. Like, okay, now I got a list of 1,000 people to follow up with every day. So now it's
Yeah.
just follow up, and now you're using X leads to follow up, right? So you're not doing it, yourself one by one, right?
I'm gonna tell you, Russell. I got a confession. I'm kind of old school. So some people, if I know good leads, I got the index cards. So and I got their name on it, the offer we gave them and stuff like that. So sometimes I'm learning to use the pipeline in X leads because you can
Yeah,
put in the X lead because you was teaching me that a couple of weeks ago with the PPLs, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
wow, I didn't know you can do that with the PPLs, but I do use both honestly, but putting in X leads makes a difference because when you put in the X leads, it asks you how much the deal is going to be, how much you think the deal is going to be worth. And so when you're looking at 15 properties, 20 properties in your pipeline, and each one is worth 15,000, and you're looking at you got a potential of making 300,000, and you
yeah,
looking at that, it motivates you.
exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah. So use the pipeline. Don't do what I'm doing with the index card, but yeah. So I'm gradually moving over to the X leads pipeline.
Awesome, man.
And,
Appreciate you, brother, man. You're
yeah.
you're killing it, man. You just gotta do the same thing every month, like you see like now you
Hmm.
see like, okay, this is, life-changing money, like you can, and it's possible that, you can hire someone to eventually hire two, three, four people to do what you're doing and clone yourself, and now you're
Yeah.
making, double, triple what you're making now.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned. I'm gonna talk about that in just a minute. Another way I got a lead was the one we got in Chicago. We got two leads in Chicago from real estate agents. Um,
Okay.
yeah, real estate agent reached out to us. I was actually kind of teaching her a little bit of wholesaling, and then she had a deal.
But is it someone
Um,
you knew or someone you didn't know?
Now this is someone that I knew from the brokerage my license was with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they kind of wanted to learn wholesaling, but even though they didn't do it, they sent us a referral. I think that was the one on Bishop. I think the Bishop ones were getting ready to close, but it was the one prior to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we sold that one within a week, and they reached out to us saying, "Hey, we got another property," and we got that
Yeah.
one done within a week as well.
That's awesome, man.
So
Now you
that was
have
a referral.
Yeah, now you have this realtor on your team that's going to constantly send you deal after deal after deal. So imagine getting
Yeah.
10 of those realtors eventually that are going to just constantly send you deals. But
Yes.
eventually you're going to get to the point of like you don't even need to do SMS campaigns because you're going to have so many people already know you. You're going to have too many leads already in that you don't have time to
Mhm.
cold outreach. So that's the goal. Is like I don't want to do any cold outreach anymore, but I just want to wake up and have like 20 deals in my inbox where I didn't have to go chase them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. I was just studying a few minutes before we got on this call about working in your business and working on your business.
Yeah.
So understanding when you working on your business, you got them systems in place, and it's all about those systems like you was talking about. So one of the things I started developing a system with an SMS campaign. I just brought in a young lady. I just set up a campaign the other day. She's out of New York. She's part of the
Nice.
freewholesaling.com. She's part of that group, and
Okay.
so
So
she's new. So
you're paying for her campaigns and she's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so I said we'd run a campaign Saturdays for her for a couple of months and stuff like that, see how it goes. And then also I'm getting ready to do. I am going to kind of invest to see how it is for 2 to 3 months. I'll do the VA calling, just
Yeah.
to see because I think they're going to do about work 9 to maybe 6 o'clock, I believe 9 to 6:30, 45 hours per week, at a good deal about $4.50 per hour, Monday through
Yeah.
Friday. So I am going to kind of test that out for us, to
Yeah.
see how that goes, and then just putting these systems in place where I just go in and try to close the deal.
Yeah. VAs definitely work. We have a couple VAs now that are doing deals all the time. So VAs definitely
Hmm.
work. Yeah. So I mean, of course you're gonna have to spend, 1,000 or more. We like to do like
Yeah.
a bonuses, if you close whatever deal you close, we're gonna give you a bonus 500 or 1,000 per closed
Mm.
transaction. So then it's like, sometimes they get paid like 4 grand in a month. And now they're in the Philippines or, in different countries, like they're rich, closing
Yeah,
hundred.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it gives them that motivation. And then one of the things that people don't, we gotta talk about is in this business, you need partnerships. You need mentoring. You
Yeah,
need partnerships.
exactly.
The partnership that I have had with you, like, in the past, people like, you still working with Russell? Won't you go out and do your own thing? Blah blah blah, stuff like that. no one man is an island. And most people, they start off with somebody. You need that mentorship. You need that partnership because you can go a long way with a partnership and building those relationships and stuff like that. Me and Russell
Yeah.
have closed plenty of deals, a lot of deals, and we're going to
What
continue to
number are
close
we
going into
we on now?
2026.
What number are
Huh?
we on? How many deals have we closed now?
It's probably well over 30. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Yes.
We closed a
Yeah.
deal last
So,
week. We closed a deal last week. We made like 14 grand. We didn't talk about that one
yes.
either. Yeah.
So we closed the deal, and then we got the Harvey one coming up. Harvey one's a
Yeah.
tough one. The tax delinquents in Cook counties are horrible, but the end
Yeah.
of the day, we still gonna get something out of that there, and you got to think about it. It really
Yeah.
didn't cost us nothing because we still gonna walk away with something out of that deal.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get your singles and your doubles, and then you're gonna get your home runs eventually. Like, the Bishop's like a 40K spread on that one should close in a couple weeks. So
Yes.
that's the name of the game, just keep going and you're gonna get your home runs every once in a while.
Yeah, and you just got to keep going. Some days it's gonna be frustrating. Some days you may be bored and stuff like that. I hate working from behind, so I'm always on it. I treat this is my job. This is my business.
Yeah.
It's funny. My other job, they wanted me to come back for the housing authority, um, and well, public housing. And I said before I had left, I said, yeah, I think about coming back when I get back. And but then I thought about it. It's nothing like your freedom. It's nothing like your time. Yeah, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not making millions of dollars, stuff like that. But what I'm making is sustainable, and it allows me to get out, travel, to do the things that I want to do as well. So I have learned to budget. I have learned to pay myself up front. And I have learned to pay my all my bills in advance because I work independently. So
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about is mortgage going to be paid this month or that month because all that stuff is already paid 6 months to 12 months out.
Awesome, man. So you got these leads coming in. So are you talking to every lead that comes in? Are you having someone talk to them right now?
As of right now, it's me.
To you. Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
as of right now, it's me.
What
Yeah. So
how does it like if I just call you and you answer the phone or you're calling me and I'm the seller, what is your script? Like what are you saying? What's your initial what's
Um,
your initial, what's your initial thing you say out of your mouth? Like who are you? Why are you calling me?
well, yeah, normally I call, this is Dre with Dre by Houses. I was calling to inquire about your property at 123 Main Street. Did I catch you at a good time? And this give them a chance to say, no, you call me at a good time, we can talk, or call me back later, what have you, because now I'm asking for their permission. I'm asking for their permission to speak with them according to that property. And so then I proceed, and once they say yeah, it's a good time, yeah. So are you interested? Well, I say, well, have you considered or gave thought to selling this particular property? And then sometimes they'll say, yeah, and then I start getting the information, how soon are you looking to sell? Why are you trying to sell? And
Hmm.
then of course I get the conditions of the properties and stuff like that. I let them know, hey, we're going to get back to you within 24 hours, with what I offer. I know some people do their offers right then and there, but I want to make sure that our numbers are kind of, on point. And then,
Yeah,
for instance, our offer may come back at 100,000, but when I call them, I'm coming in at 80,000.
right.
Because yeah, to give us that spread to play around with. So that's pretty much how I'm doing it. But if I call and they're busy, I try to schedule a time back where I can give them a call and go from there.
Okay, awesome. Now, when you got a seller on the hook and they're like, "Yeah, let's do 100,000," like how are you presenting the offer? Like, are you just texting them the offer or just email? Or are you actually calling them with the offer? Like, what are you doing?
No, I call them. I call them with the offer, and then I always add the perks of working with us. Hey, you working with us? And I let people know I'm an acquisition manager, and I'm a realtor, and and I work with investors that's looking to buy properties in the area for cash. We pay closing costs. There's no realtor fees as well, and then I let them know we try to close within 30 days also. So, and they like
Oh,
that. No realtor fees. We pay the closing costs.
awesome. So you're positioning yourself as the acquisitions manager. That's like how you're kind of positioning yourself.
Yeah, I'm positioning myself as an academic. I'm out finding my investors deals.
Awesome. So they know that, just by saying that, they know that you're going to be possibly most likely bringing another investor in.
Yeah, so that's why I tell them that. Yeah, so I'm bringing in the yeah. So I'm out there finding them properties, and I tell them you don't have to worry about paying me. They paying me on the back end as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they're happy, and they be like, "Well, are you telling me I can walk away with the 150? No, no, closing costs and stuff like that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, well,
You're just being honest and upfront. You're telling the truth. Most
"Yeah,
people most people out there teach you that, yeah, I'm the buyer, I'm buying it myself, and then they
no,
end up, so you're just out there just upfront telling the truth where you're finding buyer, you're acquisitions manager looking, our investors looking to buy a bunch of properties and they
yeah,
pay me a fee for finding them a deal, and that's it,
yeah, yeah."
right?
That's it. And I'll ask them, when it's all said and done, what would you like to walk away with at closing?
Yeah,
What's the amount you would like to walk away at closing? They're like, well, Andre, when it's all said and done, I want to walk away with 40,000 after everything is paid off, the mortgage is paid off, and stuff like that. And
yeah,
so, and even when we list them properties, and I tell the hey, and so a lot of times, that's one of our last options is I can't get them to cash because they want that market value or close to it. I said, well, we can list it. We can still ask the buyer to pay the closing costs. We still can have no realtor fee, have them pay us on the back end, and we still can sell it as is as well. So
yeah.
that also works also.
Awesome. Now, when you got an owner that's accepting your offer, what do you do next? Are you just emailing them the contract, and
Yeah.
saying, I sent you an email, or are you getting on the phone with them? Hey, I got the contract here and
So
I'm
I email it to them and I text it to them. So I'm
emailing.
like, here's the contract for you to sign. I also emailed you a copy as well.
Awesome.
So that's the good thing about it. We got a link that we can send directly to their phone. They can sign it and go from there.
Yeah. Awesome, man. And then when
Yeah.
you after you get the deal under contract, you have a signed contract. What do you do after that?
Normally, a lot of times we JV in on these deals, so I'll send it
Yeah.
over to you, and then we'll sign our agreement, and then from that point on, and that's the good thing about working. The wonderful thing about working with you, you'll run the numbers as well. You'll send out an email, and then when you send out an email blast and put it on your social media, I take that same email, tweak it up a little bit, and I send it out to my cash buyers as well, and my pipeline of people also. So not only is my social media getting it, and my buyers are getting it, your buyers are getting it as well when you send your
Yeah.
stuff out, and then we kind of tag team and everything.
Awesome, man. And before you actually contracted, we you sent it to us to make sure we got the right numbers, right?
Yeah, I always make sure because hey, I'm gonna be transparent. My numbers be off. I'll be off like I'm like Russell numbers be on point. I'll be like Russell, you sure? And Russell like, no, I know the price. Russell, you sure? And I'm upset. I'm like, this can't be right. But Russell, hey, Russell know these numbers. That's 15 years of experience versus two
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things like it's hard to remember everything, right? Like, oh, I don't have a basement and the comps have a basement, or I'm on
Yeah,
train tracks, or there's no garage, or there's so many like hundreds of different things that can change value. So it's like, it is a little tricky, to
yeah,
get
it
the
is.
actual correct offer. So, yeah, I would say like even if appraisers don't get it right, a professional appraiser that their job
Hmm.
is to do professional appraisals. If you get three or four to the same property, they're all going to get different values. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's true.
it is tricky to get ARV and to get the right numbers. But once you're doing it a lot, you'll get it, like you'll eventually, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know those properties are going for 200 or whatever
Yeah.
off the top of your head.
Yeah, and then so that's a good thing. Yeah, you good on them comps. A lot of times the seller they want more than what the property is worth, or they be like the house down the street sold for this amount. Then I have to ask them, did they have a garage? What's the square footage? Did they have a basement? Because all that matters. Was it
Yeah.
within six? Was it within a half a mile? Sometimes it'd be like 3 miles out. I remember we was doing one comp and some realtor sent us. And I looked at, I said, the prices y'all sent me is from houses that's like 2, 3 miles away. Of course, those houses in
Right.
that neighborhood about 400,000, but this house is only for like 150, 200.
Yeah,
So all that plays a part. The location matters.
exactly. Awesome, man. So once you got the contract signed and I think me and you text probably, I don't know how many times a day do we text each other?
Yeah, we texted all day, every day. Good morning, this going on, what's going on with this? We in the emails,
I text you more than my wife, man.
yeah, yeah. My wife be talking about who you talking to, Russell.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
so when
yeah.
you have
So, but it's fun.
when we're partnering on deals, like you're gonna, we're gonna be talking like all the time. Like, bro, like we gotta, schedule showings. We gotta schedule showings with the
Yeah,
seller, with the buyers. We gotta get in and out. Like we just before this call, we had some buyer that couldn't get in a property, so we're back and forth on the phone with the seller, with the buyer. So that's gonna be
yeah.
constant.
So,
So when you partner with us, it's gonna be
mhm.
we're gonna be texting, calling each other all the time, doing showings, scheduling showings,
Yeah,
getting buyers in and out of the properties. The easiest thing is,
and
put a lockbox on it and it's vacant. Like that's the easiest way to sell it. But
yeah,
if there's a tenant in there or the owner's in there, it's, you got to schedule it and make sure they don't exchange contact information, make sure they don't talk about price. So you kind of got to coach everybody. Like, hey, before you go in there, this is what you need to do. Okay, if I hear something different, we're
yeah.
gonna have a problem. So so
And the good thing about it, for the most part, we haven't had no issues. Everybody has been respectful, the buyers, the
yeah,
sellers, and stuff like that, as far as the communication part and stuff like that. So we appreciate that as well. And the good thing about working remotely as well, the owners have been sending us like phenomenal pictures of the property
yeah,
also. And we really hadn't had to send nobody out and pay nobody to go out because the owners have provided pictures. I think recently the only thing we paid for the guy in Harvey to go sit out and wait for the water department, but that was like a
oh
hundred
yeah,
dollars. But I think we ended up paying him
yeah,
30 more because Harvey had to come back out because they was late. So
yeah,
yeah, but other than that, for the most part, we've been working remotely and just using that to our advantage. I've been using also use AI to your advantage as well.
yeah,
AI is an excellent tool, especially when you're trying to find areas to market to and stuff like that. And Russell got this nice formula that he created using AI to comp your numbers and stuff for you too. So that thing, I love that formula
yeah.
you
It's awesome.
created, Russell.
It's so much
Yeah, I'll be
quicker, right?
using it too. I'll be using it. Yeah, it take less than 3 minutes. I'll be on my cell phone using it.
Like you don't have to fill the form
Yeah.
out anymore. You gotta do is like, hey, address, bedrooms, bath, square foot, boom, that's it. And then
Yeah. Yeah, and I
everything.
send that over to you. Yeah, and Russell come back pretty quick. Yeah, but like Russell been doing it for years, so he catches a lot of stuff that I may miss. Like you said, those basements and garages and stuff like that, those matter.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome, man. And then
Yeah.
the next part is like the closing part, right? You got to deal with like Chicago, it's an attorney state, right? So we got seller's attorney, we got the seller, we got
Hmm.
our attorney, we got the buyer and the buyer. So there's like five different people
Yeah, so
involved
you get
in the transaction,
yeah, so you watch the emails all day and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But the good thing about it is we're closing deals remotely. It takes $50 for them to wire everything over to your account and stuff like that. So that's the good thing. I think for the most part, I'm just be honest with you. So, hey, Russell Maltone and stuff like that. Me, I'm more of aggressive. It's just my personality.
yeah.
So, but I think some of these
I'm like
lawyers, I'd
Andre,
be like,
chill, bro.
oh,
Like you're gonna run into these same
yeah,
attorneys over and over again, and when they see you,
yeah,
they're gonna
that's what Russell be
stop.
telling me. And it's funny. Me and my wife had just had that conversation because my kids were like, "Dad, you mean and you straightforward." And I said, "You know what? I had come to the conclusion that your dad ain't gonna change. I'm 50." So, but yeah, but it's good cop, bad cop. Russell, he's like my wife. She's
Yeah,
the reason in the in the house. So she got the mindset of, hey, we're gonna calm down. We're gonna approach this a different way and stuff like that. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
balance each other. Put it like that.
Yeah, like that Harvey deal that Harriet called me after she saw your email, and she's like, "What's going on with this Andre guy?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, like, he's my partner. I apologize for him. He's a little, yeah, I
Yeah,
was just
yeah. So
like
yeah,
being
yeah.
being the
Russell, the voice
guy.
of reason. So I'm gonna work on that,
Yeah.
Russell. But I know me. So I said I'm gonna let Russell answer these emails.
That's hilarious. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So, but it's all good.
But you're killing it, man. Just keep it going. Don't stop making offers, bro. Especially the holidays. Like no one, everyone's stopping making offers right now. So it's
Yeah.
like you're the only one talking to them. Everyone's on, their holiday breaks right now, and no one's talking to sellers. So it's like you have a good opportunity to, keep going. Just keep making offers. Don't stop. Even the holidays, just, of course, take your
Oh
time off
yeah.
with family. for your time, but try to make as many offers as you can while the holidays are coming around too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's not going to stop. Yeah, I kind of like to work when everybody else sleeping. So yeah, and that's a good way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
pull some more deals, putting the final touches on my systems, and also don't forget those who watching don't sleep on driving for dollars as well. I know we ain't talk about that much, but
Oh,
driving for dollars is always a good way to build your list also. And
it's
then
free.
yeah, it's free. And then one thing I will recommend, I know a lot of people say it doesn't cost money and stuff like that to do this, which it doesn't, because you can't get deals and stuff like that. But what I would do with my first $5,000, me personally, I would go ahead and take that money and make sure that you're taking a lot of that money and you continue to invest back in your business, whether that's SMS, your VAs as well. Maybe bringing on somebody, maybe it can help you also. But invest that money back into your business so you can continue to grow it. So because you want to work on your business, not in your business.
Exactly. Oh, one more thing. So you say you have you're mentoring other people too, right? You're helping other people trying to get in the business.
Yeah, the key is, yeah, I had did some classes and stuff like that in the beginning. I think Russell stopped in on one of the classes.
Yeah.
I think people begin to realize that it's not easy work. You got to
Yeah.
have some type of passion for it. So most of
Uh,
all of them fell off. To be honest with you,
yeah.
I had people say, I said, okay,
That's
well, give me $40. I'll set you up an SMS campaign and stuff like that. Like, well, I don't have it. But then they'll send me a invite to a birthday party for a couple
yeah,
of weeks later. I say, oh, come on, okay, $40. Think about it. If I can pay 4, 8, 12, $120 over 3 months, and if I can get a deal for 5,000 and 15,000, was that $120 worth it?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm learning. Yeah, to deal with those that's serious, and everybody else, you just got to keep moving on and build your brand.
Yeah, it's I've been mentoring for I think I was been oh I lost you. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can get you back on. Oh, you're there.
I'm sorry. So
No
you said
problem.
you was mentoring. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got
I,
kicked for
I
a minute.
Yeah, I've been mentoring people so I started like 16 years ago now, and then after like 2 years, so 14 years of mentoring people. The honest truth is, yeah, it's hard, and it's going to be like 100 to 1 where you're going to get someone that actually is closing deals with you. So,
Yeah.
but that one relationship is gold, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So, yes, it's going to be a lot of work. Same thing as talking to sellers and making offers, right? So
Yeah.
you have to go through 100 people to get one good relationship where, doing mentorship, you're doing it for free
Hmm.
or, you know, but
Yeah.
that relationship could be like, hey, we're making 40 grand this month, or we're making 100 grand this month. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
that's the way you got to think about it, like,
And, and then let me say this: if a seller say they want to sell with you and they disappear on you, don't get discouraged. Because we did I think a few days ago last week we sent somebody an offer that agreed to it over in I think it was Rockford, and he's incognito right now. But guess
yeah,
what? He already has the offer. We already got it in place,
yeah,
and I continue to follow up and stuff like that until he signed, and we go from there. But sometimes it happens like that. Life happens. But those
ex
people remember you when it's time to when they're really ready to sell.
yeah, just constantly follow up, and they're gonna be, oh yeah, let's
Yep.
go move forward, yeah. And you're doing one more thing. You say you're doing outsourcing, so you have a student where you're paying for their marketing, and then you're going to be partnering on deals with them, right? So I think
Yeah,
that's a
so I
great
already told her. I
strategy.
said, yeah, I told her we'll bring you in. Me and Russell will bring you in. I'll set up your SMS. I said it's going to be split 3 ways, just to let you know, until you get off on your feet and stuff like that at 33% per person and stuff. I said I do more so the acquisition, Russell more so the dispo guy and stuff like that. So we got her campaign running in Memphis, Tennessee right now.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we're doing a lot of that now where, a guy we've closed 20 deals with, we're like, hey, we'll just pay for your marketing and we'll continue splitting profits on deals, right? So that's a great
Yeah,
strategy to scale up, instead of just you, now you got 5 people on your team. Of course, you got to get a return on investment. If you're paying, $1,000 a month for somebody and their leads and they're not closing nothing, you got to be like, oh man, it's been 3 months,
yeah,
we got to look at something different.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think 3 months
But
is a reasonable amount of time, to
yeah,
get a deal, especially when you're sending out about 4,000 messages a month for them. So that's 4 8, about 12,000 in 3 months.
exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so if you're investing 500 1,000 a month to someone and they're bringing in 10,000 a month, how many times can you do that? You can do
Yeah.
that unlimited. You can do
Unlimited
that
time. Yes.
100 times. You're just
Right.
getting the right people that can close, that can like yourself, getting people like you on the phones that can close and actually build rapport with the sellers, build because I see that you have the trust and the rapport with all these sellers. They're working with us and they're not like, they're on our side, you know what I mean? So you're doing a great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, you just gotta be transparent with them and have sometimes you gotta have them difficult conversations and stuff like that. And sometimes it's uncomfortable when you gotta have certain conversations, but you just do it. And then even the cold calling, I hate cold calling, but I do it. And now you get to the point where I'm like, I'm addicted to people cussing me out. I'm so sorry. And my wife, sometimes on speaker, my wife be looking at her eyes big as quarters and stuff like that. She's like, wow, did they say that? So yeah, but for the most part, sometimes I entertain it just for the heck of it, just to egg them on while they cussing me out. But other than that, it's
That's
part of the
hilarious.
business. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I could get cussed out 1,000 times, but if I get that one yes that's gonna pay us 15,000, I'm cool with that.
exactly. That's awesome, man. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you, man. Keep killing it. Keep making offers, dude. You're gonna do big things, man. I can see it.
All
Low
right, I
key.
appreciate it. Hey, we'll be in Orlando next month. We're gonna be
Okay.
there for a month, so I'll have to let you know, and we can meet up and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be
Yeah.
in Chicago for the holidays, so I'll be
What
there.
y'all
I'll
got
be there.
Christmas event?
Yeah, Christmas, New Year's, I'll be there. We'll be there on Monday, actually. Yeah.
Okay, but is
Yeah.
y'all brokerage? They having another little party or event or something too?
I'm gonna tell Hugo to do something. We haven't talked about it yet, but he always does something when, I'm in town. So we'll talk to him.
Yeah, let me know if y'all end up doing something and things like that, and we'll come out and meet up with you guys or support or whatever. Yeah, so but we definitely be there next month. I think
Yeah.
after my wife event, I think I gotta have a surgery next month. So, but
Oh, everything
I'll be
okay?
good to go. Huh?
Everything okay?
Yeah, well, since we on a real live call and we talking real life issues, so when you get 50, your body changes a little bit. So have like been having like some prostate issues, and so it's
Yeah.
not cancer, nothing like that. So I gotta have a surgery on that, and then I gotta have like a bladder stone removed. So,
Man,
but I'll be out of action for about a week and be back to normal. So yeah,
I'll be praying for you, man.
yeah, I
Everything.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, man. Any
Yeah.
last words for the struggle? Like, there's a lot of people out there that, are struggling, can't find deals, can't find leads, not making any money. So we do these trainings to encourage others, help them, motivate them, that it's possible. So any last words for those that are struggling, that, need help, that, are thinking about quitting?
Yeah, partner up with us. Reach out to me or you, partner up with us. Let's see what we can do to help one another succeed. You got to be consistent and don't give up. It's all about consistent and being showing up to work when you don't want to work. Because guess what? We go to our 9 to 5s and do it all day, every day. You can do it for yourself. I guarantee you, you put the work in a year to 2 years from now, you'll be grateful that you did it. And don't quit your 9 to 5 if you got one yet. But even if you're working part time, working part time, your job or doing this part time, do put in 20 hours minimum a week, and I'm telling you, it'll pay off for you in the long run. But it's nothing like the beauty of being able to travel and do your work from the beach side or just being out and about, being able to do this stuff remotely. So it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. You'll be less stress free, no stress. Have that sense of freedom, and you just be able to enjoy life, knowing that you're working for yourself and being able to do what you want to do on your turn, on your time.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the main thing, right? Like, you be able to
Mhm.
do what you want, spend time with your family, be there for them when they're struggling or
Mhm.
whatever. That's the main thing. That's priceless. You can't put a price tag on that.
Yeah, you absolutely can. And then, like we reduced our budget dramatically. We moved back into our house over in Richmond Park because we was renting. We have been traveling for some years, but we said, hey, we're going back into our house where we can save a lot more money because rent out there is expensive. So
Yeah,
we moved back into our property and stuff like that. So, and that's the best decision that we have made.
awesome, man. Awesome, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let me know if you need anything at all. But let's keep on closing deals, man. Let's keep this pipeline moving every single month. Let's do more instead of less.
Absolutely, absolutely. So hopefully I'll get a chance to see you this month, but I know I definitely will see you next month for sure.
All right, man. I appreciate your time, man. God bless you. I'll be praying for you, man.
All right. And you too as well. And tell the missus we said hi.
Yeah, God bless you, brother. You too.
God
Tell
bless you
your
as well.
hi, man.
I sure will. Thank you.
God bless you.